fingers, the hands. You know, if you're a senior and your body doesn't want to exercise anymore, you know your hands do. And especially if you keep the circulations in the hands going, you remove a lot of tension from the body, but you also keep the arthritis and the rheumatism and all those things that come through poor circulation will stop affecting you. So how do you work with the hands? Well, first of all, you do the wrists. Make sure that the wrists go all the way around both ways. Back again. And then stretch it open. Stretch it the other way. Stretch it there. Stretch it. And then move the fingers. Inhale and hold, and roll. Exhale, roll the opposite direction, and shake out. Elbows are so important. See this little area in here? As we age, all this starts gathering right here because this muscle begins to shrink and the skin doesn't, go back into shape. And the elbows become weak. So how do you strengthen this muscle in here? Every time you bring your arms back like this, you're tensing up the triceps. So bring them up, make a fist, take a deep breath, straighten them out. This is like an isometric exercise. It's important to keep these arms toned up. Inhale back and hold. And ta, and release, and relax, and then roll. The eyes are very important. The reason is that oxygen normally goes throughout all the body and it comes and goes to the eyes last. So the eyes also, through lack of oxygen, become very sensitive to sunlight. So we want to get oxygen to the eyes. And we also have muscles in our eyeballs that need to be worked. They're called cilia muscles, and there's 6 of them. And the way to do this is to roll the eyes. You can do this, turn your back to a person and start rolling your eyes, inhaling deep, exhaling, inhaling and holding, hold and roll, and reverse. And then exhale. After you do that, you're going to feel some tension in different parts of the eye. Those are muscles that were short and that need to be lengthened to keep the eyeball in shape so you don't get your vision deteriorating later in life. Also, we have the jaw. This is where all the tension comes in the day, especially when we have to bite our tongue, have to swallow what we're going to say. So the jaw is very important. Take your hands and place them right on the jaws, right here. Right, you can feel where it hurts. Open the jaw and release it. If you stick your tongue out, like Michael Jordan does when he dunks a ball, that helps. Now inhale and hold. Close the jaw. Smile. Press, ta, and release and relax it. And right up in here, press. Hold it. Now, what really relaxes the jaw, I know a lot of people suffer from, they call it TMJ. But if you'll just pull down, these are called masseter muscles right here, and if you pull down on them across this jaw, it takes this tension away. And if you do it with the breath, it becomes a yoga. So do it like this. Inhale and hold, and slowly pull down. Pull it all the way down here. You can feel it where it feels good, all the way down. And relax. Simple, it's a wonderful exercise. We're going to take a little walk through the park and show you some other exercises that you can do when you're on the go or you're on the run or you're strolling somewhere. And maybe we'll even hit a park bench or something. But we'd like you to know that it's your right to self-maintain yourself. And even if you have to do it undercover when no one's looking, you could be all the time, not passive, but working on tuning yourself up, bringing back your resonance, and keeping your head clear. I'll give you one last one before we leave here. Cooling down is very important to do, especially if somebody has caused you to lose your temper. When you take air in through your mouth, especially if you can curl your tongue or feel the cool air going in through your mouth and down into the throat area here, if you breathe just simply a few times through there, it'll lower your blood pressure and it'll cool you off. So I do it like this. And then I inhale and hold. And when I hold the breath, you can relax your neck, you can stretch your shoulders back, you can lift your arms, and you can release. And just loosen yourself up before you walk out of it. Let's try some more exercises, but let's do it as we're walking through Central Park and stopping somewhere. And maintain ourselves for the next few minutes. Well, we ready to lay out and do some exercises on our back? I feel like it. This, by the way, is a wonderful instrument. It's the conch. It goes way back all over the earth. 7 seas, 7 different kinds of conchs, 7 races. Everybody uses it, but it signifies something. It's the beautiful golden spiral. And the conch grows this way, they say, in this ratio of the golden spiral, so that it can keep its center of gravity and the waters and the turbulence will not cause it to roll over. So actually this ratio here is just like the human body is built. The navel, the feet, the top of the head is in the same ratio as this conch. Actually, the ratio changes. As we get older, this perfect ratio begins to change a little because everything drops down. Minute yoga, I think, erases that and brings us back into a full, perfect ratio again. At least we work in that direction. Also, the conch has been used as a symbol of the call for purification. So it's really a call to get back and work on ourselves again, and that's what we're going to do. But we're going to do it on our backs. There's one exercise that anybody can do. Originally, it was an exercise for mothers who had a little baby, and they're constantly worried and thinking about the baby all the time. And it was, how do you disconnect and not worry about your child? It's also good to take your aura, if you will, your magnetic field, and remove it from the influence of something else. But it's mainly for worry. What you do is you take your thumbs and you put them inside of your fists, inside your palm, and you squeeze these thumbs like so. And you can do this in this. I find it good in the subway. You're closed in like this, and you can just hold the thumbs and then just breathe. So, and as I'm breathing, I'm actually massaging these thumbs, squeezing them a little bit, and then when I inhale and hold, I squeeze a little bit more. And then when you release, just relax those thumbs. Stops worry. The thumbs also represent what we call our ego. You know how many times a day that our egos get stepped on, or insulted, or insinuated again, or any of that stuff, and our egos get hurt and we come back with ego. Well, the thumbs represent the ego. And if you pull them all the way back like this and hold them back, you're going to feel a little bit of a strain there. That's a nerve adjustment. If you hold them straight out like that, see that? Arms are absolutely parallel. And you do the short breath, in and out through the nose. Believe me, nobody can hear you or see you do this. In New York, they don't pay any attention to you anyway. Inhale and hold. Pull the thumbs back. You can bring them forward. Stretch the arm. Ta, and release them and just massage them. When you say that's for negative ego, makes you humble. And massage the hands. Squeeze the hands. Squeeze the fingers all the way. Totally relax that area. Bring the arms back up. This time you're going to pull your shoulders up high. And the thumbs are back. And you do the short breath. Remember, the short breath is very important. It's the very quickest way that you can cleanse your bloodstream. In 5 minutes, you can totally change the bloodstream through just doing this short in and out rapid breathing. So do this for a few minutes. It'll make you very happy. Keep a slight smile. Thumbs back. Powerful breath. Inhale, hold. Ta, and release and relax and just drop. It's a great breath.